The sun is just coming up. I have a latte. The kids are occupied in the other room, and I am so excited to open up the first days of my Advent calendars. I have 4 of them today, and hoping that by Monday I will have another 2 to be opening up daily. In my previous video I talked about my crazy love for Advent calendars, and this year was no exception. And of the 4 Advent calendars I have to open up today, 3 of them are yarn-based calendars, so that's pretty exciting for me. You can see part of my stash behind me, and you can tell that I am a big yarn lover, and so these Advent calendars are pretty thrilling. I can't promise that we won't have a few visitors here today. Right now I have one of the cats jumping around and exploring everything, so you may end up seeing her on camera at one point. So without further ado, let's get started. The first calendar that I'm going to open up is my Miss Babs Advent calendar, and I really liked this one. I really like the project bag. It's perfectly sized for a bigger project like a sweater or a blanket, and I think this packaging will really be reused, which I really appreciate. Now with these Miss Babs calendars, they had a few different colorways to choose from. They had Renaissance, which was kind of jewel tones and based on Renaissance paintings as the inspiration. One of the other ones was called Dali, and that was all bright, fantastical kinds of colors. They had one called Escher, which was different muted grays and black and natural colors. And there was one more that I can't remember at this point. The ones that I chose were Escher and Renaissance. So without further ado, I don't know which one this is, so let's open it up. So the first thing that came out was a note that Advent is a special time of year when we anticipate the Christmas season. We hope this yarny Advent calendar helps you celebrate throughout the month of December. Best wishes, Babs. P.S. As a reminder, these mini skeins have been doubled before twisting. Please make sure to unfold them to the full 2-yard circumference before winding to avoid headaches. So I do have a yarn winder, and so I guess before using these little mini skeins, I will have to wind them. So here's the tissue paper, nothing in that. And then the first, let's see, what does this one say? This one says day 1. That's today. Now I haven't looked online, I haven't done any spoilers, so I have no idea what to expect. So these little bags are really super cute. And let's see what's in here. So I must be the Escher skein. This is a beautiful pure black little one, and it just says ebony, so perfect. And this is in the Caroline base. The Caroline base is super soft. It has a little bit of I need my coffee before speaking this morning. It has a little bit of cashmere in it, so it is really soft and super squishy. So I know that I will get some good use out of that, and probably ending up being a shawl or something wearable rather than socks. So that was number 1. Bag number 2. And same color, so you can see what it says here. Day 1. Oh, that was upside down, sorry. Day 1. So well, you know what? The mystery continues of which one is which, because this is a really nice tonal gray, also on that same Caroline base, and it's really soft, and you can see there's just some really subtle variations there in the yarn. So this is a beautiful tonal charcoal gray. So I don't know which is which. We'll have to open up some more tomorrow to find out if the black goes with the Escher or if it goes with the Renaissance, and if this gray, which one this gray goes with. So I'm going to put those back. The next calendar to open up today is the little box of Crochet, this huge giant box. And let's see if I'm going to show you when you open it up. These guys have such amazing presentation. It is unbelievable. And here is what they have laid out. Let me see if I can get this going. And there's the little booklet and all of the little packages in there. So the first thing that I see are these little tags, and I have no idea. I guess I don't know if they're little tree ornaments with a little pin, or if they are gift tags, so I'll have to figure that out. There's also this little felt ball, and I think it's for the needle, because most of the boxes that we get have the needle kind of put into them. That's what Miss Bab seems to do. She's also included a crochet hook, which is terrific. This is a little rubber shaft on it. There are some postcards, which is also something that little box of Crochet does quite a bit. There is a pair of shears, a pair of cute little scissors, and there are a couple really adorable stitch markers, and they have Christmas themes on them. And then there's the little booklet. Wow, this booklet is really quite substantial, and it's showing all of the different projects. Oh, so one of the first projects I see in flipping through is that you make little sweaters for the sheep ornament. Oh my goodness, that is so adorable. I can't wait to see what else. So the booklet has some basic knitting instructions in it, how to make a magic ring, how to do an increase, and then it moves on to project number 1. So project number 1 is these little cute wreaths. Isn't that amazing? I love them. So cute. They look like they won't take too much time, but they do look beaded, and no, those are just little baubles of red yarn. So my hope is that I can do a project a day. So I'm not going to skip forward to number 2 as much as I'm tempted. The other thing is that I found is just this little bag with no number, so I'm assuming that this is something that we need to open up before we get started. So I'm going to do that. And in here are a bunch of different supplies. There are pipe cleaners and ribbon and a ball of black yarn. I guess we need that for a bunch of different projects. Some gold thread and a bunch of rick-rack and ribbon. So that's pretty cool. So on to bag number 1. Excuse me. So here are 5 little balls in gray, in kind of a purple, an orange, a blue, and a green. So I'm curious to see how they all fit together for those wreath projects, and I'm going to see if I can start on them today. So I was expecting something a little bit more red and green given the project book, but I will have to discover how they come together. So I'm going to flip in back, and oh, I see the wreaths are kind of different colors, and yeah, so there you go. Jewel Tones definitely is the right one for that project. The last calendar that I have to open, let me just put these down, is my perfume calendar from my husband, and this is Atelier cologne, and the box smells absolutely amazing. Really nice presentation. So it has these doors, and you open up the doors, and da-da-da. So let me find box number 1. Wedged in there. Box number 1. And wrapped in lovely teal tissue paper. And it is a cologne, Vanilla Incense. It's very vanilla, very, very vanilla. I'm going to put a little bit on my wrist and try it out. So I'll have to let that sit and see how it develops. But it's very, very vanilla. I really like it. I can imagine wearing that over the holidays when a gourmand smell is definitely in place. And it's a nice size, actually. It's not too small. And 7.5 mils, so a nice amount of it. And it's nice. It has a bit more peppery kind of background to it. I can see where the incense is probably coming through. And it's vanilla with a kick, which is really nice, because pure vanilla, if it's mixed with something too sweet, I find can make me feel a little bit nauseous, but this is actually quite lovely. I really like it. So again, that's called Vanilla Incense. So those are my 4 boxes for today. I am feeling very spoiled and very lucky, and can't wait to see what tomorrow brings. I am going to now sip my latte and wake up. The sun is almost up. It looks like today is going to be overcast, a little cold. The snow hasn't melted. Still have patches of snow everywhere. I can hear my youngest at the door wanting my attention, so this little me moment is over, and I'm going to go out and hang with the girls, and yeah, we'll see what Saturday brings. I know that I'm headed off to birth today. One of my other midwives was out in the night with somebody, and that mom is going to need a second midwife at some point. So I was happy to get this video done so that I can get it uploaded as soon as possible today, and move on to other things today. Well, thank you very much for joining me, and if you're returning, thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you've just found this channel and you're watching for the first time, I hope you enjoy the other videos. And as I posted, these are the first ones I've ever done, so please forgive my terrible editing and amateur camera work and saying probably too many times. I hope to learn as things go on, and maybe by the end of this month things will be a lot steadier and a lot more polished. So thank you for joining me. I hope your weekend is terrific, and I hope wherever you are starting to feel this season with Hanukkah and Christmas and other events coming up, that you are looking forward to spending time with your family and friends. And if you don't celebrate any of those holidays, I hope that you are warm and cozy wherever you are, and safe. Take care, and I hope you have a great weekend. See you tomorrow, hopefully.